All right, everybody, this is Julian from Raw Physique again. Today, I'm going to do an actual oil change on my 2015 F150 with the 5.0 Coyote engine in there. There are some videos online, but they're minimal, and so I just wanted to go through all the parts you need in order to do this oil change, and this is actually my first time attempting it myself. So that means I definitely won't screw anything up. But anyway, without any further ado, let me go ahead and tell you what you need for this. And I'll try to make this a quick video. That's usually impossible with me blabbering. So first of all, you need something to catch the oil. Doesn't necessarily have to be one of these, but this was well worth the investment. I got it years ago and it's held it up well. Then you need 5W20 oil. It says that the 5 liters take 8.8 liters. So this is what I got. Got the Castrol Edge Extended Performance. Each one of these is about 5 quarts. So right here you can see 5 liters. Well, a little less than 5 liters. Probably almost take both of these. So then you need something to run the oil into the truck. And so a multi-purpose funnel like this would be excellent. I got one with the extender. You'll see how it works. I've never even used this one before. I had to get something different for my truck opposed to my Honda oil changes. Then I got one of these. I don't know if I need it, but it's to help get the oil drain off. And then you need one of these. It's a 15 millimeter socket to get the drain plug off. And of course, gloves. Don't want to screw up my hands because I've already screwed them up enough. And then you got these paper towels, blue paper towels that I got from Advanced Auto Parts. They're super useful too. And we can't forget the trusty oil filter. Hey, that's one of the reasons why we're doing this, right? All right, so I have to level my truck as much as I can. There is no level spots around here, so I might try to drive it up on some cinder blocks or something like that, just to get it as level as possible during the oil change. That is very important to make sure it's level, so when you actually drain the oil, you don't have a bunch of old oil sitting in there that wasn't able to drain out because the engine wasn't level enough. And when you refill it and you're sitting there checking to make sure there's enough oil in there on the dipstick, you want the engine as level as possible for checking the oil as well. So let me try to level the truck or find a level spot, and then I will take it from there. Also, this little sled thing is awesome if you're like on gravel or something like that. I sit on this and I'll slide under the truck. So if your truck's lifted, you can easily slide under there and do the oil change. If it's not lifted, I don't think you can. You'll have to like jack it up or drive it up on blocks or ramps, something like that in order to level the truck off. But all right, let me go ahead and start this. So one quick note, this was like a little over $100 for me to do. I bought all the parts on Amazon. So that's like the oil filter, the oil filter clamp to remove that, and the funnel. So all that came out to a little over $100. And I found an old receipt in here from an oil change that I got, and it only cost $79 to have my oil changed professionally. So if you feel like paying a little bit extra to screw up your truck yourself, let's get to the video. So I found as level as a spot as I can for my truck, so let's jump on this. As you can see with the lift, it will be easy to get under here. All right, the only thing I added to the list also is a flashlight. Pretty useful if you want to see stuff under here. All right, so let me show you this drain plug. It is right here. I'm gonna zoom in on it. Whoop. Boom, that is the drain plug, and supposedly it is 15 millimeter. So I am down here, slid myself under the truck, got some knee pads, using this to carry some of my items. Here's a close-up on the 15 millimeter drain plug, and there is some mystery oil right here. I hope it is not a transfer case thing. That is unfortunate. I do not know where or what that is from. Anyway, back to doing this. One thing I do want to do is make sure I know where the actual filter is located. I cannot see it. Where is the oil filter? All right, so I'm gonna try to do this while holding the camera and get this plug undone. I got the oil pan to drain to catch the oil as it's spilling from that plug here. Gotta make sure this is out of the way so it's got nice flow. And let's do this. All right. Of course, the neighbors are driving right by while I'm doing this. Oh shit. This is tough, actually. Ooh, that was on there pretty tight. I loosened it up. Now, I'm going to loosen the rest of it by hand. That way I can control oil flow. Hopefully, in theory. In theory. It looks like it's gonna hit this bar right here, but all right, let's go for it. Another person driving by. All right, that is what we want. Here is the plug. There's a lock washer supposedly on here. I guess it's still on there, or it might be on the plug. I will let you know. Oh, it's bubbling. Bubbling crude. Oh, wait. Unplug the little air gap so it could suck in. There we go. All right. So while this is doing its draining, what I'm gonna do is replace the oil filter now, so it gives this plenty of time to drain out. And the oil does not smell gasoline-y or anything like that, so that is awesome. Now to the location of the oil filter. So in the bay of your truck, yes, I'm wearing safety glasses. Underneath these trucks gets dirty, and there is rust and all types of shit that likes to get into your eyes. But anyway, glasses are very helpful for that. Follow this. It is to the right of the engine if you are standing on the front of your truck. Sporting the cargos today, like all the incels do. And this is it. So it can be removed supposedly by hand. It's just supposed to be hand tightened, but sometimes they do get stuck. And that's why I got this guy just in case. So, oil filter, this, and one thing you could also do, look, is undo this to allow more oil to seep out faster after you remove the drain plug. But if you do that, it could just shoot out crazily. But I removed it anyway to reduce pressure if there was any in there. And it actually looks like it's dripping slightly more just from removing that, surprisingly. Okay, on to the oil filter. With these, because I'm using the oil catch or whatever it is called to keep catching the oil that is draining from the vehicle right now. Back to my trusty sled. Oh, and you can see, if I can do this, the oil filter is right here. It is reachable. So if I could move around my glow lights, LED glow lights. Oh, how fun. Okay. Oh, something literally just fell on my face. See, glasses are worth it. Glasses are good. Okay. Mother. Ugh. Okay, I may have to loosen it. So everybody, I did have to actually use this tool right here. You just put it on and you turn it counterclockwise. It's actually really easy, but I could not get it by hand. So I'm going to remove this. Hopefully there's not too much oil in it. I got my pan here I could drag over just in case. I see oil leaking, I could do that. Don't want to kill the ducks. Oh shit. All right. So a little bit of oil does leak. Look at the mess I made. Oh, all right. This came off. I'm emptying it out in here, putting it right there, and I can actually not see this from where I am under the truck. I'm using the phone. One thing they say to do is make sure that there's no gasket around here that's stuck on. All right, there's that. Let me see if there's a gasket on this guy. Okay, yeah, there's like a rubber seal around here. Yeah, it's on there. Sometimes they get stuck, supposedly. And then if you screw on the old one, if this little gasket is stuck, it won't actually make a seal and your dang oil will drain out. And then you got a messed up truck, a reason to put a 500 cubic inch in or a crate motor, stick a blower on it. So maybe you do want to screw up your engine. Nope, I'm just kidding. All right. Oh, this would definitely have went smoother if this was the second time I've done it. So bling bling. One thing the old school timey people say, I don't know if it's true or not, but you put a little bit of oil around the rim here, which probably doesn't really mean anything, but all right. With literally the help of my phone, I'm gonna try to guide this bad boy into position. Oh, that was pretty easy actually. Huh. Back to my view, but you can't see a damn thing. It seems to be going on and supposed to be hand tight. Oh, some people are probably stronger than others. All right, I do not want to screw it on any tighter than that. Put this guy back upside down because I don't want it to get locked on or puncture it. Yeah, that's good. Okay, now painstakingly heading back under here. So now I've dragged or drugged myself back under the truck, and this is, come on, this is, I'm assuming, good enough. Let me wait. I'm gonna wait like 10 minutes. Okay, so this thing's still slowly dripping. I'm assuming it takes so much oil that this tiny drip will be fine. It's not gonna bother me at all. So while I was waiting, I fished this outside or out of the oil drain pan, and I wiped it off with one of the trusty paper towels. So anyway, I'm gonna put this guy back in here. Make sure you're not cross-threading it or anything like that. And all right, put that on. Now to tighten, oh, with your 15 millimeter socket or whatnot. I'm tightening it. Don't want to go too crazy with it because if you strip that out, then hey, new drain pan. So one thing you definitely want to do, wipe this off. What is this oil? Because you need to make sure it's not leaking. So it needs to be nice and clean with no residual oil on it. All right, boom, trash, trash, more trash. And gonna pull myself out and we're gonna fill the oil. So just for a heads up, I literally like triple, quadruple checked. It takes 7.7 liters of oil for the 5.0 2015 F150. It's been represented as 8.8, which is too much. And then I think on the Ford's website, at least for a little while, they had it up as 6 liters of oil, so 6 quarts of oil. So yeah, a little confusing. I'm gonna go ahead and put the 7.7 in there and then wait 15 minutes and check it. I've also heard people put the 7.7 of quarts of oil in, start the engine for like 5 seconds and then turn it back off. I prefer to wait and then check it and then start the engine and then check it again, just to be thorough and whatnot. Here's the bloody aftermath. But anyway, so this is a little under 5 liters. So fill this up and then I'm going to measure 2.7. So right near that 3 mark. And we should be good to go. Now, I'm gonna move this guy back off. Leaves were flying around, so I was a little worried that leaf particles were gonna fly into this. Let me actually prep this because it's never even been used before. And remove the dead insects. You don't want those floating around. All right, so it's prepped. I got the long nozzle on there. I cleaned it out. And one cool thing about this funnel is it has this little plastic piece that kind of acts like a screen just in case something falls into here or is in the oil when you're putting oil in your vehicle. All right, I'm gonna set this up on the tripod and fill it real quick. Just wanted to show you this because it's pretty cool. Look down there, there is freaking gearings and stuff. I'm gonna zoom in. That is why we changed the oil. Oh, that is cool. Anyway, All right, tripod time. All right, time to fill this bad boy up. Oh, these oils are heavy. So actually, I changed it out to the short one to fit it in there because it was hitting those gearings and I couldn't get the nozzle all the way in, which is pretty crazy. I never had to do that before. But then again, of course, this is my first time ever changing the oil on this truck. And just for a heads up, it says 5W20 on the oil cap as well. All right, please don't make a mess. Oh, damn. Oh no, it splashes slightly. Oh shit, maybe I should have got a bigger thing. I did splash a little bit of oil around. I guess that screen that I was talking about actually slows the flow of the oil, unfortunately. Oh shit. Cool idea, definitely difficult while trying to fill up. Okay, I made a bigger hole so I could actually fill it up better. So basically, if you remove all the cap, it doesn't kind of sploosh out and bursts. And then I don't need to hold it like that, so that is nice. Oil kind of smells good. Burning oil does not though. All right, this is the last bit of this. Now I gotta be very careful with this. Make sure I don't overfill. Oh no, God, I spilled oil, why? Motherfucker. All right, so before I close it back up, I waited close to 10 minutes. I cleaned up everything and wiped down my oil pan, all that stuff. So, time to check the oil. And let's see what we got here. I'll position the camera. Well, actually, let me wipe it clean once. That way we could really see. Dipped it in, and it looks like we got oil. It's not overflowing or anything like that. Hey, I think we did it. All right, so now that the dipstick looks good, looks like there's enough oil and it's not overflowing, let's check that drain plug to make sure that there's no oil leaking from it. Because then you will need a crush washer or you will need to tighten the heck out of the drain plug, but you don't want to strip it out, so don't tighten it too much. Okay, flipping this around. Let's get this zoom on. So there it is. There's no like residual oil dripping from it, no new oil dripping from it, and it looks nice and clean with no leaks. Okay, I almost forgot this. So this is how you there we go. This is how you reset that oil indicator that is so annoying. All right. Oh geez. All right, so you don't accidentally start the car. Come on.
Extra clue on the Mix 101.5 online stream.
No. You basically keep clicking OK till you get back to this screen. And then through this panel, you go to engine information, percentage of oil 0. Dang, that's pretty horrible. Anyway, so it says to hold OK to reset oil life. Resetting. Boom, 100. Hey look, you don't even have to do an oil change. You can just do this. That is how you reset the oil indicator. One thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check that even later today to make sure there's no oil, and after a couple days, and the dipstick, just to make sure everything is nice and filled properly, because last thing you want is to run your truck out of oil and then have a destroyed engine. That would not be fun. But all right, y'all, if you want any other install, maintenance, workout, lifting videos, please subscribe, or it's over here. And check out the other assortment of videos I have over here. All right, y'all, that's it for today. Peace.